Hi everyone, this is Deepak Ramola, and today I will be sharing with you
8 things you shouldn't be afraid to ask for in life. Why is that important? It's important because we all are super scared of demanding, borrowing, seeking things that innately belong to us. What are those things are not simple or obvious, but many times layered and hidden behind the emotions, the circumstances, the expectations, the responses we script in our heads on behalf of other people and don't even go after. So I thought, why not bring this video in and share with you some of those things I have observed and discovered to be not only important, but imperative in making a meaningful life. Number 1, don't be afraid to ask for help when you start to feel overwhelmed. A lot of people have this tendency to accomplish a task at hand all by themselves till the final mile. They want to have this individual achievement of getting things done. It's a great attitude, but it also causes a lot of frustration and anxiety, especially when those tasks can be delegated and done with cumulative help, and you can use your energy and time for better things. When you start to feel overwhelmed, and especially for men, I would say this, because we feel this need to not be vulnerable and reach out for help, that the moment you start to feel a little overwhelmed with the task at hand, reach out. Ask someone who's qualified for that job how they can help you, and don't be afraid and shy of receiving that help wholeheartedly. Number 2, what you deserve for a job well done is not really something you should be a little iffy about asking for. And it doesn't have to be always monetary incentive. If you think you presented a presentation well at office, or if you cleaned the utensils every night really well, don't be afraid to ask for recognition or applaud or compliment or just generous acknowledgement from people around you about that task. We as human beings thrive on being seen, heard, recognized, and cheered for. And a lot of times we leave it to serendipity and surprise, and we let people discover in their own sweet time how they can make us feel our progress or reflect it back. Take the initiative, tell people, hey, or ask them, hey, this is a task I did. Was it good? How did you feel about it? Seek feedback on what you have done. And if you know you've done exemplarily well, then communicate it. Number 3, don't be afraid to ask for someone listening to you without giving you advice. What I mean by that is, most of the times when we engage in a dialogue, when we sit with someone and ask them, to listen to us, to our rant, to our thoughts, to our muddled head, and everything that goes inside it, that conversation tends to take the drift of people starting to give suggestions or their own perspective and advices. And many a times that's not what we need. We just need to get things off our chest, unloaded. And people are too afraid to tell the other person, I'm not looking for suggestions and advice here. I just want you to listen this and bury it somewhere so that I'm not bothered with it. And you'll be surprised and amazed how many people are willing to do that the moment you define and set boundaries to a dialogue of that nature. Advices are beautiful, and often they come with good intentions, but the receiver, that is you in any moment, may or may not be prepared for it. And so setting out clear communication about no need for advice, only requirement for listening, is a good requisite to have on your list. Number 4, don't be ever afraid to ask for an opportunity that can help you grow. In the world we live, there is hardly any time anybody has to sit and ponder upon how they can help somebody. If you discover a fellowship, a scholarship, a college application, a recommendation letter that you need, or just in general some help at home, if you find some opportunity where you can shine through, a new job, a position at a company that you've been eyeing for a while, a college degree you want to pursue, pick up the phone, draft an email, send a DM, personally message somebody, tweet it out to other people, but make it happen. Don't undervalue yourself for an opportunity you think is deserving of you and you don't have enough means to get to it or all the resources. Start gathering them. Don't be afraid or lax out on, lurk behind this passion to reach out to people and grab by the collar what you think is your deserving opportunity. Number 5, some personal space or me time. Each one of us is overloaded with information in the world of the internet and the social media universe. The jobs we do are demanding, the to-do lists we do and have are never ending, the relationships we are engaged in are all demanding with expectations and deliveries and services. It's okay to raise your hand every once in a while and say, I would like some quiet time. Do not bother me. In fact, I recommend creating a corner in your office or a zone in your house that's called the me zone. And whenever somebody sees you on that chair, on that sofa, or in that zone, in that space, they shouldn't try to bother you. Number 6, don't be afraid to ask for clarity on the expectations other people have with you. The root cause of most problems in the world is expectation mismatch. And every now and then you will see people blaming each other or you for the task not done, the promises not kept, because what they thought needs to be done and what you thought needs to be done were two different realities. Reach out to people and seek clarity, detailed instruction on what it is that they're hoping from you. An agenda and action point at job, a hope and a promise and a belief in a relationship, whatever it might be, it is yours to seek and yours to fulfill. Number 7, accountability for promises not kept. We tend to forgive or let go or move on without making people feel the ownership of something that has truly hurt us. But in the process of healing, what is truly crucial is to convey what you thought the other person would do and they committed to but did not. And allowing for that dialogue, that engagement, that conversation to take place allows you to close that loop and truly move on. And lastly, number 8, do not ever be afraid to ask for your place in the world. The sheer fact that you breathe, you are alive, you move and you see things and you feel things is a good certification enough that you are treasured and that you belong on this planet. Never let that thought of who cares cross your mind, because the tenacity with which you live, the struggles and the fights that you overcome, someone somewhere is always watching and saying, I like that. Maybe I'm going to try being that myself. And your place in the world is not undervalued by your successes and accolades, but by the sheer fact that you breathe and you try to make that breathing meaningful. Thanks for watching.